Okay, so here we are with the Hyman French car spoke wheel with a demonstration here at Odd Parts of how we're going to fasten the wheel covers to the back of the wheels. Here we have our famous press that we use for squeezing the wheel covers back into shape. Here's the wheel itself, and you can see as my assistant here, Matt, is threading the studs onto the extended studs onto the 832 fasteners that are adhered into the back of these wheel covers. Each one of these is a coupler nut, and we're screwing them all the way down because we've already determined the correct height that each of these should be at. Now we're going to transfer the entire wheel cover over to this cut-off 5-gallon bucket that just happens to be the perfect size with door edge guard stripping on it to protect the wheel cover's delicate, polished finish and allow us to set the wheel on it without damaging any of the finish. So go ahead, Matt, let's line this up. The reason we have 7 spokes piercing through the lacing spokes of this wheel is because that is precisely the correct orientation to be sure that we have the spokes piercing through triangular sections that are unobstructed by spokes. And once that's aligned and set on there, of course, we're supported from below by our cut-off bucket here, and the wheel cover is firmly placed on the face of the wheel. Now we've already have pre-cut backing plates, but trying to line them with that series of spokes is very difficult. So get to it, put them on there, keep going. We have a number of steel tubes here that we're using to help us align the backing plate as we install it over the back of the wheel cover. Now each one of these backing plates is powder coated black, has recessed holes punched in it to accept the back of a spoke nipple. The outer perimeter of these is covered with a door edge guard plastic so that it doesn't damage the wheel delicate paint when we install it. These are also split in such a way that, and spot welded back together right by Matt's thumb here, you can see, in such a way to make the backing plates conical and conform to the conical nature of the spokes as they are laced between the hub and the outer rim of this cover. Now I have to push it down into place quite firmly and to assure that each one of the spokes little threaded nipple just barely projects above. So doing this one piece at a time, we're going to start to install the spoke nipples. It should just protect, yes, barely project out above, which is what we want. And now he's threading the spoke nipple into place. Now you can imagine we're just going to go around and do this to all of the spokes. While Matt is doing that, just take a look at some of these covers. See, highly mirror finished polished wheel covers, 6 of them, 4 for the car, 2 spares. And we're preparing these things for shipping now because we've come to the point now where everything needs to be boxed and is ready to be shipped. Now, as Matt continues with that, just show you briefly, this silly looking spare tire here is a press that we've used with a variety of different intersecting features or jigs that allow us to change the shape of the wheel covers so that they conform to the offset of the hub between the rim and the hub. All wheels are laced slightly differently. Hopefully all of your wheels are laced the same because, of course, these are quite specific to this wheel. That's okay. If it doesn't go through, that's okay. We've already demonstrated that. Once again, you have to be careful and put one nut on at a time. We lost the hole on this one, which means we may have to start all over again. But by just being careful to nut these down before the next one projects through. Or it's possible too that we could unthread it a little bit. We have almost a 1/2 inch of thread on the coupler nuts on the bottom. As long as they don't project too far out of the back here, we'll be fine. Okay, so is there anything else to say here, Matt? I mean, this is basically it, right? This is the installation process. When these are all on, why don't you tip the wheel up sideways and we'll show them the fit of the wheel on the face. Go ahead and just set it on the paper there sideways. And you can see that these fit very nicely. Okay, well, that's the end of our video. We're going to ship this stuff out on Monday. Enjoy.